Hey guys, Allie here. I want to jump on tonight. And one of the things that I really love to do is to gather information and then to share it with others. When I find really helpful information, I love to share that with others or connect people with different ideas. That's something that I've always just really enjoyed doing. So I'm always taking in information and watching videos and stuff because that's just something that is part of me. Like I always do it and I love to share it. And there was a gal, her name's Andrea Schumann. This is where I got this idea from, and I think it's a really good idea. So she talks about affirmations, but she calls them ask-firmations, ASK-firmations. And I was reading a book today about abundance and wealth and money in particular. And it said, you know, if people are making affirmations and they're saying something like, let's say they're not in a place where they're extremely wealthy or comfortable in terms of money. And so they're making affirmations of, I am wealthy, I am abundant, but in particular with money, I am wealthy. So what a lot of people notice is if they're in a place that's not currently, their current reality isn't reflecting that, and they start doing those kind of affirmations, I am wealthy, I have plenty of money, etc. They notice when they say that immediately in their mind, something will pop up and be like, yeah, right. No, that's not right. You're struggling with this bill, or you got this thing you can't pay off. Immediately in your mind, a thought pops up to reject that affirmation because you've been in a state of reality that hasn't been inhabiting abundance, and you're not having your 3D reflect that. So your mind immediately jumps up to basically contradict that statement. And that's just what minds do off and on, guys. It's nothing to beat yourself up over. It's just if that's what we've usually thought, then that's going to come up. And if that's been our experience, then we're going to have thoughts like that come up. So she talks about, and like I said, I read this in a book today, to work with your mind. There's a way to turn it around. And let's say that it's about money and about wealth, and you're wanting to experience more abundance in terms of wealth and money, and maybe in just all areas. But ask something like this: instead of making a statement, say something in the form of, how am I so abundant? How am I so abundant in money? How am I so abundant? So when you turn things over to a question versus a statement, your mind takes that differently. And what it does is it starts to go out and look for ways that you're abundant. So, you know, if I was doing it myself and I wanted to create more abundance in my life, maybe wealth, but maybe in all areas, I would probably just go general and be all areas, more abundance and wealth and health and happiness and joy and all that kind of stuff. I would just probably ask, you know, how am I abundant in all the different areas of my life? And that, in my mind, will take that question in and then start to look at different parts of your life. It'll start to look for the answer, and it'll be like, oh, well, I have, you know, my health, and I was able to pay this off, and I'm able to live in a nice house, and my car's paid off, or I was able to, you know, whatever. But it starts to look for all the ways that you're abundant. And that totally turns things around in terms of you working with your mind. Instead of your mind fighting you and bringing up a subject because you make a statement and it fights it, it's asking the mind to look for all the ways that it is abundant. And then the mind will go out and start to do that. And as you start to do that, it'll keep coming up. Keep asking that throughout the day. You know, how are all the ways that I'm abundant in my life? You know, and all these little different answers will start coming back to you. Your mind will just go to work on that. And that's a great place to be because you're just popping through your day and you're noticing all the ways that you're abundant. And in that way, you're creating a reality where you're noticing all the ways that you're abundant. And that will just create more of that, and more things will show up in terms of abundance and showing you how you're abundant in your life. So I hope this is helpful. I thought it was a really helpful nugget because sometimes our minds will just pop up and, totally reject what we say and then defend the rejection by showing us proof, so-called proof in the 3D. But why not ask it? Why not work with our mind in a way that helps us create more of what we want instead of fighting with it? So, okay, guys. Well, I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful night or have a wonderful day. Bye.